Well, hello. Happy Thursday and welcome to Elegant Sentiments today. I am Sheryl, the owner of Elegant Sentiments, and this is our weekly card share number 98. So thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And we will go ahead and get started with the products that I have to craft with today. Excuse me. And if you are here, stay to the end, and because I will be announcing the winner of the monthly drawing. I've started last month and I'll continue throughout the year doing one drawing a month, and I'll announce it for the next month. So anytime you leave a comment on my page, you'll be automatically entered, and then we will draw a winner the first Thursday of the following month. So today I'm going to be announcing the winner for January. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my inks here from Lisa Horton Crafts. I've got a metallic pearl ink. This one is natural pearl. I think I might have used this once or twice before already, but it's one of her newer inks. And then I have Sweet Violet from her matte blending line, and then from the Color Shift line I have Avocado Gold. So these are the three inks that I'm going to be using. And then I've got the All Year Round Blooms from Lisa Horton Crafts. These are floral dies. And then from the Spellbinders January 2026 release, this is their club release. I've got the Cloud 9 embossing folder. This is the regular embossing folder. And I also have the Hummingbirds Delight cutting dies, and I'm using from this the frame and the leaves, and I didn't do the florals for this one or this panel. So that is what I'm going to be crafting with. I did go ahead and do all my die cutting, so you won't have to sit here and watch me die cut. So that is done already, and let me bring my die cuts in. So I've got for my flowers, I cut from, I don't know the names of these colors of cardstock. They came with the Spellbinders crate, the January 2026 crate. And so I just picked three colors out of that pack of colors, cardstock colors that they gave in the crate. And then I die cut one of the frames in another of the colors. It's a really soft lilac-y color, and I then embossed it. I don't know if you can see the embossing. Maybe it'll show up a little bit, maybe. But so I embossed it using the Cloud 9 embossing folder, and then I cut this frame using the same dies, but I added the insert, and I cut it twice and then stacked them together. So those are all the die cuts. And so to get started, I want to, let me move this out of the way. I want to ink up, I'm gonna bring, let me get my little sticky mat. I have a mat from Lisa Horton that I usually, actually, I don't need all this. I just need the mat. So let me get rid of that and just use the little sticky mat, because I don't want to ink up my my tacky mat. I love my tacky mat, and this is just one. I think I got this off of Amazon at some point. But I want to put some ink on these die cuts, so go ahead and get those spread out so we can do that. And there is some nice, I don't know, there is detail on these petals. Well, this is probably not a better color. Let me see this color. It's really hard to see, but there's detail on the petal leaves. Maybe when I die cut it, my camera, let's see. Nope. Will it focus? No, it's not going to focus. Oh well. But there is detail on these leaves. So I'm going to ink them up some, and maybe you'll see, you can see the detail on the petals very easily. I don't think I need all these. I cut more leaves than I think I need. Let me kind of figure it out from what I'm thinking. I know I need I need 3 of these. Maybe I did cut just enough. Because I need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, and then I need a couple of these. And I'll do one more. I don't think I need all these. So that's all that I'm going to do here. And I'm going to ink up the leaves with a little bit of the Avocado Gold. And I'm just going to ink the centers, just adding a little extra bit of color on these leaves. Just kind of grab all of them and putting a little bit of color. This particular ink has a matte shimmer finish, so it's matte, but it has a little shine, teeny little shine. So it's nice for anything that you want a little bit of a shine, but you don't want it. I'm going to do this whole side, I think. And so it's a nice ink for that. And we're going to do all the leaves, just get a little bit of, just want to get a little extra color on the leaves so that they're not so flat. I'm going to fluff them up some to give them a little more texture too, but having the little variation of color, I like that look. So we're going to do that all the way around. And almost done with the leaves. And then for the flowers, I'm going to put the 2 different inks on there, just kind of on the tips of them. Okay, so that's all I think I want to do for those leaves, and then I will put that back on. Let's do the pink ones, since we just need a little bit, and I'm just going to do kind of in the center of these and a little bit on the tips, just to give them some extra color. Did I have that on? Yeah, there we go. I want to make sure I got it on the right side, because and maybe when I add some ink, you could see a little bit. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the texture, I think, when, oh shoot. Well, we're going to be putting ink a little further on this one. I thought I was off of the petal when I did that. So this one's going to get more ink. But you can actually see when I ink it up more, especially on this big one, you can see, I think, some of I'll hold it up, maybe you might be able to see it on camera. But nice little detail on these petals. And I think the way these dies are made, they were intended for, I'm going to add a little bit more color on this one. I think the way they were intended, you're supposed to use 2 petals per flower, but I've always got to be a little extra and add a 3rd petal grouping. go up this way. Carry that ink color kind of up, and then just a teeny bit on the tips. Grab this one. Okay, I think, oh, let me get this one. We'll put a little bit on these tips too. So teeny. I like doing dies when they're not fiddly. These aren't fiddly. And so they're a lot, very easy to work with. And then the next thing I want to do, the last inking, are on the darker purpley color. And I'm going to put this pearl, and it really, it's got like a metallic-y shine to it, but not a whole lot. Oops. Got a little more ink on my brush than I wanted, but it's easy to blend that out. I'm just adding a little. I wanted something on there, but I didn't want to change the color, and I didn't want to make it darker. So I decided to go this way. And so by lightening the inside of the petal, it makes the part that I don't put ink on look a little darker. So adds add variant color that way instead of making it darker. At least that was my thought process as I decided to do this. This pearl is really pretty on black cardstock too. So let's go ahead and get this one. So let me see. I went on a buying frenzy at the beginning of the year. Everybody's bundles, January bundles, were so pretty. I couldn't resist. I got the bundle from who was it? From Spellbinders, obviously this one. And then I also got from Pink Fresh Studio. I got their bundle because I use them a lot anyway, and they had a really pretty bundle in their January release, so I ended up getting that. So I think I'm done buying for a little while because I got quite a bit to craft with right now that's new to me. I'm trying to this year, I say it every year, but this year I'm going to try not to just buy and use more of what I have. So, because I have a lot of unused products and I'm going to use them all. So I did a big batch of buying, and I'm going to hold off on buying for a while, craft up with what I got. Trying to organize myself. I wish you could see I don't know if the camera doesn't do a good job of what this actually looks like in person, but maybe by the time I'm done putting it all together, you'll be able to see it more the way that it really is. That's my hope anyway. And I'm going to go back to, I used to always at the end of my lives show what I made earlier in the week, and I kind of got away from that. So I'm going to be sharing some of the makes that I did earlier in the week. I craft for Lisa Horton Crafts on Mondays. I do a live for her. And I'm showing right now, because of the tariff situation, I'm showing mostly the older products in the existing line because we can't get them over here right now. It's too expensive. But eventually that will not be an issue. I have faith. But I do go live for Lisa Horton Crafts once a week, and then I put a card on my blog once a week, and then sometimes I'll put an extra card on my Facebook page. So I'll be showing you some of those in case you missed it. And hopefully you can subscribe to my channel and to my Facebook page and blog. I would love that. Okay, so that is all of the inking that we need to do. And so, let me see. I don't know. Well, you can see the detail on this one, I think, better, easier. Maybe not. I can't get it. I'm just determined to show the detail, but it just doesn't show up. Not on my camera. Okay, so anyway, that is all of the inking that we need to do for these. And I'll just move these over here for a second. And then I want to bring in my panel. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the Sweet Violet at the top part of this this panel. So I'll just take a bigger blending brush. This one is a Pro blending brush from Lisa Horton, but I also sometimes use the 1-inch from Spellbinders or the 1-inch from Peak Fresh Studio. And I'll go down about a third of the way, adding a little extra color on the panel. And that takes care of that. Now I'm going to, where's my water? I want to clean up before I take anything off of my little sticky mat. I'm going to take these off, and then I'll start. Here it is. It's like what I do. There it is. So I take these off, and then we'll put them all together and start making a card. And this is a super simple design. Keep these together. And then get all these leaves. Oops, they're sticking down. Okay, so that's all the inking. Oh, I'll clean my mat later. And then we can start. Let me get this and my glue and start putting them together. Need to get a little scrap piece of paper because I haven't been in my craft room all since Monday was the last time I was in. I did everything for the week on Monday, which I never do. I'm never that organized. But after my live for Lisa, I just stayed in my craft room and got everything done, which is very unusual for me. So, so we'll go ahead and put these together. Oh, there we go. Turn it a little bit. Yeah. And we'll make our 3 flowers, and then we'll fluff them up after they dry. And just use my little magnet to sit on there. And real fast card for today, which I like. As you know, everything is easy. All I can do, easy and elegant is my thing. That's my jam. Okay, a little more. Get this next petal. Get it lined up and twirl it a little bit there. Okay, that ought to be good. Swap. And one more. And find the hole. There we go. Do one more. Okay. Let that. And then we'll start fluffing up our flowers. So just, some people like to bend them backwards. I like going this way. So whatever angle you prefer, go with what you like. Just using my fingernail to put a little bend in there. You can use one of the little fancy tools if you have one, or just use my fingers. So I think that works just fine. Get all our flowers done. And you can see there's where it's white, there's like a little shimmer on these petals, just a teeny little shimmer. I love that ink. I just love making cards. Paper makes me happy. I've always been that way, I think. I used to love going to stationery stores, and didn't do a lot of crafting when I was younger, but I always liked paper. Always have. Okay, so there's the other flower, and then we'll do this last one. Eventually, I am going to invest in a camera that will allow you to see the detail a little bit better. I can't tell if it's actually the camera or the lights. It could be one or both. But eventually, I don't know if it'll be this year or not, but I'm going to, because right now it's just, we do it for fun. And that's just fine with me. because I just love crafting and sharing how easy it is to make cards or make anything. There. So those are the 3 flowers. And then I'll go ahead, let's see. I'm going to need a card base. This is an A2 size card. So let me see if this is, yep, that's gone. So we're going to go ahead and put that down. And then we'll put the, oops, let me put the top back on my glue. And here it is. I knew I had my, move that out of the way. We'll just glue this on to our front panel. I'm using tape, but whatever adhesive you prefer will work just fine with this one. And wanting to make sure that that inked portion is at the top, and that's really, and that it's open correctly, and that's really all you have to, well, let me see. Well, we got a little, I'll probably cut that off later. Oh, we'll see. So there's that, and then we'll add glue to the back of this frame and put it on. You could, if you wanted, use some foam tape to mount this and get a little more dimension, and that will give you the ability to tuck your flowers a little more if you wanted that. But I'm fine with this. Just gluing it down. Try not to get glue all over my fingers. I'm not too worried about the gluing down the other little ends because I double stack this. So it's pretty sturdy. I'm using a pretty heavyweight card too. If you're using a thinner card, you probably will want to make sure you glue that down. And then we'll just stick this on over top. And hold that for a second or two. Let the glue adhere. And then we got, it's funny how on my camera, this shows gray, but it's really a darker, I don't know if I can get, well, there, you can see that it's a darker violet, but my camera does really funky things with, so let's play around here a little bit, and I'm going to do it like I did my sample. So I'll put one here, and I'll put this one, I'll mount with some foam squares. I think, don't want to be up a little more. Yeah, let's go up a little bit. And get it just, I think that's close. That'll be good. And then we'll just tuck some leaves in. So I think before I do that, I'm going to bend these leaves right in that little detail cut that's in the leaves. I'm just going to bend them, and it adds a little bit more texture. So I'll do all my bending, and then I'll start gluing them together onto the florals, the little flowers that we made. And I don't know why I keep getting hoarse. I've been doing that all week. Get that one. It might be the dry air from just being in the house and not really being outside much this week. That could be part of the problem. Just giving those all a little bend, adding a teeny little bit of texture to them. And there's a little bit of shimmer on the centers of the leaves too. Okay, so I think I got a bend on everybody. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. And I'm just going to put glue on the center, and that'll give me some space to tuck in some leaves where I want them. Put this one here. Do this one over here. Okay. And then I'm going to put a foam square on the back of this one and raise it up a little bit. Put that in between, like so. And then I'll go around. I'll go around and add my my greenery. And I think I want to put one of these. Let's see. Get you over there. Don't like that. I might trim this just a teeny bit. It's a little bit longer. I want it closer to the base of the flower. Or yeah, I want the base of the stem closer because I want to tuck it in like that. I think it's okay. Now I'll take one of these and add another one up here. I'm gonna snip this first because I think it's gonna be too long if I don't. Just stick this in there. And I want to do this guy. I know I want to trim that one down because there's not that much space. I just want a little bitty on this one. And stick it right up under there. Like that. And I could I'll bring one of these leaves up and I'll leave one of them down. There we go. And then I want to do probably another one over here. Yeah. It actually almost stuck in there on its own. And then maybe, let's see, let's add another one over here. I think. Maybe down there. Yeah. It's better down there, I think. Oops. Come on. Are you sticking down there? No, you're not. Get that right up in there. That'll be, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll add one over here, I'm thinking. And that might be all we need. I might, well, we'll see. I might add that other one. Maybe we'll lift you. Oops. No, let's take it off because I want a little bit shorter, and I want to put both of them on top of the leaves, I think. So, oops. Get under there. Stay on top. There we go. That's where I want you. Like that. Okay, and do I want another little one over here, maybe? Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, why not? I didn't add this one on my sample, but I think I like it. If I can get it back where I had it there. Push that down. Okay, now we're going to get rid of these unsightly little holes with, I'm using the Fashion Oyster pearls by Spellbinders. Okay, and then the last thing we need to do is add a sentiment. And let me see, did I pull one out? No, I did not. So let me pull out my handy dandy sentiment, man. This thing is mammoth, but I only need, I need gold. So let's take a look at what we have in gold. I could stick with the, oh, how about just saying hello? That fit? I think I kind of like that. Let me see. I like that. Or, let's see, I already used I Hope You're Smiling. What else do we have in here? Oh, here's hello in gold, bright gold. I think I like that a little better. I think I kind of like that. Or do I want it up a little bit? Maybe. I did. I hope you're smiling. I could always use thank you. Congrats. Let's see. No, that's too big for that space. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You're a great friend. Well, well, well. Our little dainty happy anniversary might be nice. Right in there, like so. I think I might think I might go with that. Let's see, what else could I do? How about a silver one? A silver one might be pretty too. Let me look and see what I got in silver. Or maybe I have some in this. I don't even know what this color is called. Maybe just a hello in this color. This little, yeah, I think I'm going with just saying hello. All right, so we'll put this down. Get rid of all of my sentiments. Okay, and then we'll put this down and we will call this done. And then I'll announce the winner. And the winner, whenever you watch this video, you have until next Wednesday evening to email me at Sheryl@elegantsentiments.com with your name and address so I can mail your packet out to you of your goodies. Okay, there we go. So that is the card for today. I thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoy it. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to like and share my video if you wouldn't mind. And let's see. let me show you the other one I made. It's pretty much the same, exactly the same actually, but I used a little bit lighter hand at the top of this one and a different sentiment. But there you go. And the winner for, let me find the sheet where the winner's name is. The winner for the January drawing is Inspired by Yvette, at Inspired by Yvette. So if that's you, you have until next Wednesday to reach out to me at Sheryl@elegantsentiments.com. That's Sheryl with an S. And email me there and I will get your information and get your gift out to you. Thank you so much for your feedback. I appreciate it. And let me share a little bit of what I did for this week. Let's see, where are we? So these are this week's productivity. I made this one using an English roses set from Lisa Horton Crafts. And then I did this one. This is from Altenew. It's one of their, I think it's part of their January release. And then here's another of the English roses that I did using different colors. And this one as well. So I thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have a fantastic week and that you find some time to craft a little bit of kindness and have a wonderful week. I will see you next time. Be sure to check me out on my Facebook page and on my blog, and have a wonderful week. Bye now. And whether you're watching on the replay or live, you can leave a comment to be in next month's drawing. Bye now.